Engabusya mo ache mo kwa ba mraso ye de agode mu nsam a che ne kufu sports arena and ebro our number 1 Akan TV station so Adom TV na sana abrebia ye no onim se wo mu a ne yabɔ mpa kakra nsantie ne fa chen said first 30 minutes ye de yabɔ mpa kakra ne ade a but ya ka no ye be ma wa feel de esa wo feel bia fie ene amanone time chuku kra bibia bekoyi na amanone nsembebe na ekoso fie so nsembebe na ekoso Mustafa Adom and of course V Park kwa Sare the super squad ya jiegwa ene samuel bro Filippo 2AK47 producer Santoy director ya band ne yaba now UEFA Champions League you feel week ni mu na eba. Then there was a big game at Etihad. It was Manchester City. One more and Real Madrid that they appeared. So, but Madrid last minute. What to me? We at the corner name near the idea. Has a second leg. Nebesia now there's no away goal rule. Into free shoe. You try how they've been about at the end of ABC Akko and the game now had the chances of both sides. Now other games costing the Champions League, games costing the Europa League, games costing the Conference League. And we are knockout where the likes of Bayern Munich came when they knock out to the mobile team say yes. After be sign. Now Chelsea who money Arsenal so who madam for Arsenal the IND they should forget it. They should forget it. Ka have to so how kokoka ade kaka kon the chairman betran chanche ahwe akra no amoboro bi mansana season akona wi any ade how can Arsenal cope now 7 points between Arsenal and then Liverpool make ma catch up with injury crisis on Mokumi and saying that one some city because Liverpool there on to say injuries Nicola time sheda mapa bia no bogum wo kosa enra Brighton over Biom Chelsea Samaza. Someone say nyamo target is the top 4. Nyamo target is somebody. Timonye sham bomb 3 pound money da ho kra. Na nya sam ketwa kra. Eno ne ama no ne sem bebre me kwan no. And yet yesim na yede abrewo. EPL games or La Liga games or and of course Bundesliga games or as Bayern Munich Leverkusen kopimo Italy games so e ho a enya sam ketwa kra. Eti tamochuku. Efie hooliganism honsam yenka nwie. Yes, now has a vote and Korokwa come one boom bisa demanded niema from the Ghana Football Association. Now modalities are better as to how and nay fine kwa security in some no ya bayana but the Ghanaian Premier League bounce back. E bisa yen train ni enchi de tuka nipa oku pole nwie nka sam ni na nwie ansa ne abobo because if you know ya degree nka hwe. E bisa chale yakase ye train a we have a calendar to meet. And oro draw Safford na not too much them say of course asem de si but yet me tran kase ye mobo ti panifo hwe no monwe ho tutu e bi atwetwa bo no eno ne bebre e wo fie na ye de e ba ne live e wo sports arena so ye be koto kronim na yakohwe se na tokronim so esiate then of course ye be ko na Mr. Mustafa Adom so the yakko boardroom and the show is packed in an hour ye kire say kwambia so back to back up it's a nyasam keto embuani kura so be ko bana ye ko enim agyaw aha kai sa odin nankasa be ka kejwa ne ho Eric Asiedu Buedi 0249136744 0249136744 message by back in kind amount of sports arena so therefore and then the prakonam mama kwaba na bibia koyi yes oh yeah Nake clothing yes Nake clothing worldwide Nake ne sort me out last week the Nake pump kicking na like pump my
last week Michiano
yes on one pump my entire ni ade it's the Nake as a fantastic morning na nyamisha pass at baby how my look beautiful and handsome
there be kasoma looking na me
oh somebody here ba
avena wo
Nake be sort of and wa ko what
maintaining kan
ya betting kan
bibia be fa
so maintaining kan ya wo wasem
yeah na alatu as last week alatu jire mo den on Quaps ne Evans omo boy adwuma kama pa na nyasem keto akra big ups to them now yen sha se fan fi Arsenal and I say Champions League for near Arsenal honey ade how do you see the chances of Real Madrid and then of course Man City team here te be man for Madrid jeja ne ho for Madrid to concede 2 goals and now I had to take them for a miracle now for them to come back and they what happens at the Bernabeu Vipa
Eko maminchia ahwefo maminchia production team na minchia wankasa omo ka say anken say Madrid conceded 2 no
because City NTB
there be no follow history no
well
because in the Champions League na Madrid got that ground in fact why ya ne draw
yeah
in the a tough ground and you see you can't character I think the Champions League is Real Madrid and it goes down to one thing: character. Osha game they see what Omobo Etihad now. Of course,
this is almost throwaway leads.
Against United, as at 85th minute, 88th minute, they were leading 1-0. They end up losing the game. When they played against Feyenoord, they were leading 3-0. After 74th minute, they end up drawing 3-3. And see, against PSG, as at 56th minute, no more leading. They end up losing 4-2.
Against Madrid, yeah.
Against Madrid, as at 85th minute, they were still leading. 88, they were leading. All of a sudden, they lost. And they are more psychological than just the tactical and all those stuff. Even if they winter transfer year, they spent more than $200 million. Still, none of them was good enough to start in the game.
But you can say if you want to augment your squad now, you say, oh, Brent, you be shame now. I'm gonna buy. I want to be started there. Then why did you go?
It depends on the magnitude of the game.
Yeah, or the buy because not injury situations in the door.
And also, and on the night, the two best players in Lucian School Pride, Grealish and Akanji. Yeah. Omuna no more bobon when obi or game they were. I say Omuna something.
Normally maintain Betty Grealish, but I think Semino yeah.
Yes, that day.
Especially even in FA Cup game, Omuna late in
Orient no.
Obo and a good run of games.
Yes.
And I think it is also affecting City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because 2-3 seasons coming.
The last 5 years.
Omo are very consistent in every competition.
Yeah.
Waje treble, Champions League or
local treble no waje twice.
Yes, FIFA Club World Cup.
The FA Cups no or Boway
or they've seen a lot of games. And maybe they didn't come out actually imagine maybe the medical demadment need to be
well, but that is why you have to have depth in squad. I mean,
make us say
credit over Real Madrid, more credit over Barca,
Madrid, no, na psychological game. Not that Madrid no more better squad because Madrid they were injuries.
Yeah.
But psychologically, now Madrid are prepared.
Second leg, what prediction I think?
I think both teams. I believe that both teams will score. Not that I believe both teams will score, and Madrid still our edge, so I'm bet to qualify. No. My only problem is both teams, I'm telling you, they don't have what it takes to win the Champions League this season.
Both teams.
Both teams. I've watched all the other opponents. Psychologically, you'll be Madrid. You always and yeah, Ancelotti. It is the Madrid factor because we saw Zidane, right?
Yeah.
Madrid, that mentality. No, it is said the whole baby. I am multimedia. I had the year and say, and the sheni panim. Take that person out of multimedia and put him in Dean Media, and know how flop that person is. And if you look at the Madrid club in Ankasa, the psyche of the players, and a defining moment at the club,
Wow.
And this time psychologically they are very strong. They know that they are playing against a depleted City, who psychologically they are not up there. And Madrid, the character, everything in the game, a favor. But going forward, if the injured players need to bounce back. I'm sorry, Madrid can't travel far with this team.
My goodness.
Are you community in your
well, I know Okran on in the dream. As a Real Madrid fan, it's the same way now. You see, that has won the Champions League back-to-back on 3 occasions, and on the 3 occasions, about twice or one of them, now when they're the best team in Europe.
I'm not talking about.
They have
the
a
best.
way to win it.
And
when they get to the knockout stage, be careful.
That is the beauty of this thing is. You don't always win with psychology.
Yeah.
But they know how to do it.
You don't always do it with psychology.
But they know how to do it.
And people will punish you.
And Dean, look, me share part in the Mirafi Kakra. Do you think, say, Madrid, City, any team can stand in their way? No. Maybe a no for me. And I am saying it here. Last season, I said it. Madrid, if Madrid get a way to oust City, they are winning the Champions League.
Are you saying same today?
Measure part Nibium. If Madrid beat City, they have beaten the best team in Europe.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
Right.
Per the coefficient and everything, City is the best team.
Yeah, I agree.
So if you beat City, I don't think anything can stand in Madrid's way.
Right, and so
let's see how it goes.
Are you surprised then when Brighton bought Chelsea?
Me nimni had Chelsea for.
Oh, you're surprised?
No, not at all.
It's 3 now.
I wasn't surprised.
Wow. Goodness.
And we will show why.
But is it over for Arsenal? The INA injuries not TSC.
Oh, it has always been over for us now. I don't know whoever no hopes be Arsenal.
League
On this
in
platform there, I don't think so.
And they are good standing in the Champions League.
They will always have a good standing, but they will not win it.
But
The
Erico,
quarter final.
They will always have a good standing. Arsenal always have a good
even
standing.
if you look at the Arsenal team now, injuries, they are being loud about it, but they still have quality.
And that is where the psychological aspect will affect them.
Who don't know that so give them 25 goals, 30 goals.
No, I know the coach name.
That is how you win it.
The coach doesn't want to accept. Other Jin 2 must say, oh here and out forward. I feel no pressure ne air corner or lamente.
And the magnitude of games,
yes,
and Dawson.
The games then they are coming.
Bobby.
You see, Makasi is here with the number of games na ebono. Like you mentioned, you have to get squad depth.
Yeah.
But the issue is, you are not the only one chasing Gutierrez. You are not the only one chasing Isaac.
Gutierrez Kramate says we do better 70 something.
What can say one idea? Let's start your next discussion with this message from Supremo, or share from the Bruno region. Also, I think we need to resume the league. I'm watching the show live inside my room. Yes, of course. You watch it in your room. Okay, no vast the idea. Me sure so onunkwa. And now I and right. I feel now boy 11.
And this weekend unko baby.
I feel now property. I feel no be property.
Is it a friend I could be Sami Akwabai? I don't say that.
I know the didn't be. Santwa Sunimpa director nim Sami Akwabai.
Okay.
Now producer, I don't know see your voice now, but I mean kind this quote from Nano Dro Safo. Yeah, hooliganism home sem and a way forward, and when the Ghanaian Premier League is resuming, your home modalities be brand and for to draw about a here page document, and some people now women see I can move but running it all up. When is the league resuming? And I know Drew Safo is saying that we cannot give a total blackout to football. We need to meet a calendar. The issue that happened in Swatre was not football; it was murder. It was someone killing somebody in debatable circumstances, whether in or outside the stadium walls. Not way the now dress. I say your calendar to meet, and so yana fe young mobile near the now also so this OP because I know Chile say oh yeah ribono second and fan no stadium no so go for to trouble my because to for crab well food some no nyim free more onka o ma sam kra near the and Kotoko is saying until say a baby be no ball the omon pene em board the bet ho. Wow. Never mami.
The stance of Kotoko has not been there until the killer is found no more premier and the stance is that until say reforms now
on my proposal
Argentina mo the money has joint Argentina until say on be say e ye adwuma no omombo anameboa the see wo in Swatche no I think in footballing quarters they call the force margin tina me share the meaning of force margin and so be ma me kwan quickly ma me kan and the AI overview here, a legal term that refers to an event or circumstance that is beyond the party's control and cannot be reasonably anticipated. In law terms, from what I'm getting from the Oxford language, unforeseeable, circumstances that prevent someone from fulfilling a contract. So, the I don't think saying our wildest imagination, but you see, none of those have say you have to meet a calendar. And I understand him. Football no calendar.
Is he being insensitive?
Not insensitive. But I think say he's not thought it through well. Say we are at a crucial stage. A stage that it may make you or break our football forever. That is what I think. We have to meet a calendar. But there have been instances. Your football after the number 12 expose had to be restructured. Was that a force majeure as well? It had to be restructured. They accepted it. And they restructured. Then the normalization took over. There was a liaison committee. Everything was done and then it was handed over. Those times were there not deadlines to be met? So this is really a crucial issue. And how Sanya FNO any stakeholders involved, it will go a long way to help our football or bring it lower. Because it involves the death on footballing grounds. The whole world is sitting and watching. Asemno, saying na mubesi afanafa. Should we sweep it under the carpet and leave it for authorities to find the killer and the football continues?
I think that is the import of what na
yes. But for me, you know,
obi akubi nti yen a murder case yen hwe nipa ko na yen mo a ball because there's a calendar to be met.
Eriko, I don't want to go into the political circles, but there was a sitting MP that died for 9 years. Me pacho 9 years. Assembly that's what. Me boy. Say murder issue.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Let me choose my words well. For 9 years. So for 9 years now, same way, Yehun is Pomasi Bra. What happened? It is a dent. Oh, a dent. Into my imagine, say, we have to get to the bottom of the issue. And I like the way BBA speedy up. Make reactions from everybody involved.
Okay.
Otunfo said to the second, ruler of Ashanti Kingdom, he has spoken. And in my initial comment, I said, the stance of Kotoko has not been that until the killer is found. But almost say until the reforms are done. So for the issue is that Sisiano, one integral member of the GFA in Asante Kotoko, or say until you meet these terms, my expansion. So if you're able to judge with Kotoko and the other class and they agree to come back, but that one also no, the timeline be a new until I felt that well, calendar there's a calendar, things have to be met. But first things first.
Okay.
And the first thing is we should be able to move on from this stabbing incident. But the proper issues, no.
For how long? For how long?
It can take a year, it can take 6 months.
Really?
So I'm telling you.
More ball.
More.
Are you considering the people who are investing in the game? Of you, this shame, they are players. They are ball. When
I make as a force margin, there have been countries, they've gone through war. They've gone through war.
All right.
And football didn't happen. You get what I'm saying? So, as you know, it stops everything we are doing. We cannot continue in the field. And to say the clubs have their own demands. This issue of murder is still hanging. So let's get to the bottom of it.
Charlie.
But the other boy say you facilitate things.
And
who said justice has been served. The clubs, the reforms they want to know.
So,
on that premise.
Wow. Right. You be trying one by a bad dim besum na fe ya court boardroom na pakakpak ni twa na de prakonam pa on sam kabat prakonam no titatatatata. Kejwana kasa na Eric Asidu body ve park kwa asare wa Mustafa Chidin e wa hadom. You try one by beto aso sports are na nie. Right. Ya wa kwa babiem. Sports are is the name of the show. Ya dan so go so te hore. Come on. And now so ya court boardroom Mr. Mustafa Chidin na krado and na Mustafa ode enfa. Now, but touch quickly on the Odrosa for a session is that we have a calendar to meet, and so near my boy, I am a fast one. A murder case, Ubi Kumbi, even cry Nipan so Kunu in the out. I debatable until I have some way. What I say, but there are reforms via any security modalities via the Executive Council of the FA. They have a 2 million there. I think the way forward is good. And
yeah, the mechanism. I believe that who follow your Ghana Premier League and also follow your game Nibiano. You agree with me, sir. It's a very unfortunate incident, especially looking at Nipano, the pedigree, or you'll be a promoter local league in the Mai. Only such, and I say, Unipas and baby tuna ayana yareho, because we can be at least any crown or be promoted Premier League in the Mai. Not only Kotoko, but once or you ardent follower of Kotoko, no Kotoko plays in the Ghana Premier League into promote Kotoko indirectly or promote the Ghana Premier League. But this is where I have a problem. I say we are not allowing the police to work. The biggest problem you have is to comment about where the person died. To some people, you don't have a choice than to say he died in the stadium. That is my worry, because I say we have to believe he died in the stadium. So once you say he didn't die in the stadium, you are a problem. That is my worry. So I say, yeah, police for Jumano, and me, as MBIC, I always say this: your word, my word, and the truth. Until there are 3 angles to the story. And so
there are investigations.
Until ono aka ne de.
But Kotoko is angry. So
Yes, Kotoko so aka ne de. Until make say we should allow the system to work. Investigators no to aso nyu omadwuma. Ne ehu baby anokre no ewo. Because I say ebi mu feel pained once I say inside the stadium. I don't know what say inside the stadium. And there are people also feel say once Obeka say is outside the stadium. Hey, I don't know what say is outside the stadium. So let's allow the police to work. But Mr. Bodi, Ghana Premier League clubs, say suspended league, for 6 months. Clubs in Abegu.
You're suspended 6 months, sir.
In Abegu.
Adom.
They can't pay salaries. They can't maintain their clubhouse. They can't even still have the players camping and paying them.
How are they paying players now in a league where Omo complain? He said
Spectatorship.
Spectatorship in How are they doing it?
One of the things I'm going to say, Ebwa clubs and say, me know to where they be ubeti Seliwa, player neighbor, they are able at least to get 1 or 2 contracts for a few of the players
and sell.
And player active football.
Selling you a difficult.
And number 2, players no so contract. Obi contract no kure wo mu say obebo 6 months people. Koku dey make am what you say. And who say class B to say Accra Lions so money san crofo no. Omo no ewo players bi a mebe kan omo mark be 10 players bi a omo imagine say season we there. And the akwa we 20,000, 30,000. Ya budget $1 million from players be 5 will be. And at the end of the season, now we say be a breaking season, to say Kwaku bro for no force majeure. Now you breaking season be 3, 4, 5, 6 months. How are you going to sell Mr. Bodi? How are you going to sell Kwaku? We better what on because I will catch a by a munch and say or play be a friend of Kwaku Asari. No mama beton no banner Kwaku Asari, they be otifie. Now on my TV so man be any program, on radio so be any programmer. How are you going to justify to people say any pan or a journalist? How are you going to sell those players? And see, in as much as the teams are not making money, there are small avenues where they are able to at least make something small. And see, once a league, ebe call to say into hibernation for that long, small door there, it sounds so close to the door. At the mark clubs, it makes it so difficult. And take us away and take Kotoko out. These 2 clubs, maybe, media mafaka. How many clubs? And the bit to meet 2 players, 3, 4, 5 months. Abraham and as expose. Administrators they say, and as expose na bano. And ya the papa, you suspend the league, after 3 months. That's something I want. Even journalists. Say you suspend the league in the best 6 months, or better redundancy based on sports industry.
I need you to run us through because of time. And
no, so where they are running stories. So another time you come and look at the modalities too. You will send me break a cover modalities.
Boardroom and then running through because of time.
Yes. Percy Papa winning the Chelsea.
And random the tray.
Why am more bododo?
Why am more bododo?
What's he? Enzo Maresca pedivia you be kind of some time ago. Dodo na eji ewojide wonimu. But ebimu so eni jide wonimu, rightly so. Because our manager we need just 1 season of top flight managerial experience. Or started Leicester City about 14 matches, so we need 13. All was rosy. Until say midway through the season, problem started say about. Edu baby na Leicester City supporters ne so omompamano.
Yeah.
Because baby are non enam no kalis mu ina ba be sign ho ne so chimu ina.
Yeah.
And no ni namu a no qualify. E di ba Premier League nam. Enti e soku ye mu bi. Such as you cover a coach or just 1 year of managerial experience at the professional and at the top level. Now man a 5 years contract +1 and now +12 months.
An option.
So they are more can no. Me give say na does too much. At the man. And Catholics mo nya 2 years because some fi Graham Potter. The other man mo no e dey ba no. Ntinanka fine and fair. San ko be man no dey 2 years. option so best standing for 12 months and what they better. But you gave him 5 years and the problem started. Obi anyone no nyini say Chelsea for to me encounter problem. No, especially bloated squad now. He started very well, but they have defensive lapses. Problem with Chelsea defense in him.
Okay.
There are 3 key issues. I be there. Mejidi say no. And they affect Chelsea team no. Amande almost struggle. Until struggle nyina no. Yes, Papania's inexperience in ho, or more bloated squad Squad in this year so young. So very young. Makase omuye one of the youngest team, top 3 in Europe, top 5 leagues ni na. Chelsea one of them. Enti I understandable say ubenya team inexperience in the doors so now because of the ball ube create and that's ube face some of this. But manager no be say or that level obetumi I manage such a young team. See, because Chelsea last season, Omu conceded 63 goals in 38 Premier League games. Into Omu this season, one of the key areas na amount for sure him say Enzo Maresca be handle na defense. Chelsea defense there na amount for dodo na episode Omu say Chelsea ebe handle defense no. And as Enzo Maresca able to handle defense no edi amomo able to organize defense no very solid in such a way say season at Chelsea eba be rem no sa problems so munya under Mauricio Pochettino no they will not encounter same this season. The Chelsea started season she players o mujo amukwa Chelsea for best defender last season the most experienced defender na Thiago Silva pacho yanko enim na Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva not because Thiago Silva no omuja na kwan say onko because Chelsea for thought say oye too and that's why a terrible player. But baby at Chelsea kokodu ye no they thought they needed fresh legs. At 37-38 years Chelsea for Gidi say Enzo Maresca be adwuma but he will need fresh legs. How do you be adwuma? And sad defense hono no omuja opinion your friend Thiago Silva so on free club no nafi onko enti omuja no mane koye no how are Chelsea going to deal with sa omo defensive instability last season omunya no how are they going to deal with it? Because when you leave the most experienced player, not only the most experienced defender, the most experienced player I will Chelsea set up ni na no na ye Thiago Silva no enti uja no kwan se onko na ukasa okwakofo obi aba hwan na obokokofo na ba oba be replace no obe popo no te say Thiago Silva ebebo no because Thiago Silva outside say no ye captain no he's seen it all. He's played for Milan.
Yes.
Chrome hano and I say we are seeing one Europe no we Madrid he will come to Milan in terms of experience exposure in the Champions League everything is Milan and they brought this guy Wesley Fofana. He's 27. But boy, we actually say, oh no, onye player, ubetuma rely on. One.
Nasa Silva so no prepra.
Yes. But Silva. But Silva experience. And in a level no one we do fan.
Oh man, fan. There be Tebra film.
Into undo quarter.
Undo cry.
But why won't you pick a younger guy over?
So you brought in a younger guy, but you brought in an injury-prone player, and the chance for defense or money. Marco Corella or Adero Bio or Baduasheli or Levi Koye. All these guys, if you look at them, Ray James injury-prone, Malo Gusto, Wesley Fofana, Oni.
Ebikra Kolum.
Oh, thank you. Ebikra Ekolun. And the Ushe defenders are Chelsea winning now. One over to Marcus on a good day. Over to me, I rely on say wait here on a Babeli defense no. Until nobody on Marcus and for fun and a belly defense no. But what should I say? Want to mean build a defense around him. Okay. Because of quite okay or Bob prayer.
He can't stay fit.
He can't stay fit. He can't simply stay fit. So I don't know how Chelsea were able to decide. So a defense na Thiago Silva and no e Martial mom no the Wesley Fofana be replace no Chelsea for counter attacks no this season they started very well and watch your clubs now most of the teams are able teams with low block no ade ba ko tie ni so there one obey ni ma they hit you on the counter attack team there or pass kra no at a point in time about counter attack season way patcho hold on here Chelsea for started season no No more average around 56.7% ball possession. Or more move 60.8% ball possession. What it means is that or more increase the number of touches and 40 average 40 per game. What it also means is that Chelsea for air passing more. What it also means is that Chelsea for a reduce or more counter attack on the pace of the attack until ball no pass now there. The more you pass, the probability of ball counter attack no lower. Into which map we are where expected goals SG from breaks Premier League 2024-2025. Now, Mr. Wadi here. I hire Enzo Maresca, Chelsea team nini. Into which na Thomas Tuchel edienie. We Enzo ye for Potter. Ana akontansu die ne Lampard die we see Pochettino and Obabedu Maresca no so Maresca map no ekosoro pa aha na ekosoro that means na ombo more possession papa no hit on the counter okoya akokodu enti na Chelsea for creating lot of chances from counter attack hwe baby ade ne ba hwe baby ababa bedu
I wanna say Chelsea
enti the Chelsea say or pass ball ne more on more counter attack ni biom okay. Bon ne tafre ne ade na ye ne de.
Right.
Into omo to creating a lot of chances from the break. Okay. But most of the teams like Arsenal and Co are creating from the breaks and they are scoring from the breaks. And the more you pass, probability say won create chances and aye more. Because who pass more, team ni opportunity reorganize it. Unko share low block team can have a chance ba ko kra to create.
Okay.
And I know that affect Chelsea this season. Now if you go you say something about Chelsea, and one thing I always say about Chelsea is say Chelsea team, you know, a very young team. So when you meet a very young team, what we coach and I say we and say, as I saw we are able to bring the best out of the young players.
Okay.
Okay, say me, say there are games, especially this one, where a game on the Newcastle boy, I will say Newcastle 2-1. Or say where if you do a basketball game, or so no a chess. Who say chess? Your body slow. Basketball, or no, it doesn't believe in that. Until they would destroy us because Newcastle are strong. The problem is if you attack quickly, you are going to concede a quick attack. And it's not our idea. It's not our football. Maresca. Unbelieving in that.
Up a slow build up.
Up a slow build up. The more you build up slowly, the more opponents and also to reorganize it.
And in relation to the fact that you commit more numbers against Newcastle, no more catch you on the break.
But yes,
recovery is very difficult.
Thank you.
They'll punish you.
Because they have some fast players in there.
Yes. But the more I was so ball no slow no. Probability also won't create chance no. More. Yanko enim na. So Osha we are Chelsea for non-penalty expected goals 4 and against trend over time. A more very beautiful map ha. And he want to create a lot of chance against them. This was under Tuchel. But Omo create a lot of chances against you. And to show some map where it's like every coach bar, it looks similar. Just a Lampard the end and obey to my show more. Omo do to create. Apart from Lampard, so you can see Enzo Maresca is even doing at least a Osha map where expected goals and expected goals for and expected goals against, you know. Osha it's fairly healthy. Okay. What you has here. So that one there, man credit for that. But if you're a team and you cannot score, if you're a team and you spend so much millions in signing players and you are struggling to score, you have a problem. Chelsea for year can say, key players and also key player with team no mu. Aye Kopama.
They say it's cool.
A better call because you can't rely on even Lionel Messi all the time.
Okay.
Chelsea for last 8 games in the Premier League. Chelsea for we need 2 pay. And she margin no, she goals margin no. 3-1 and 2-1. I omo lose 3-1. Omo ball draw 2-2, 1-1, omo lose 0-2, 2-1 and omo ball 0-0. And on the last 8 games, Andra the end be kan omo lose 3-0.
Yeah.
Last 9 games. And omo shada and say people are scoring against them. Even the mobile draw cry is 0-0. Wait 1-1. What shall be share? Wait so shall be share? And the one you are winning, you are also conceding. In the last 25 Premier League games, Chelsea have conceded goals in all but 4 games. And no man conceded.
Okay.
And Chelsea defensively, and even though they will score, they are still conceding. And they're scoring also. Pressure in now a young Kopama. Even Premier League or more mushe goals. Teams are play very well. Mushe goals now.
Okay.
Something will tell you say the best players no mo share goals ni na no aye forwards and now we strikers. Cole Palmer isn't a striker. So when you go forward, I want to show something because of time, you know. Now you wrap up. If you look at forwards, you know, misfiring an expensive attack. They spent about 60 million euros signing Neto. The Yo Felish and Casa already na initial 10 million euros. Almost spend extra 53 million euros na the sign no. Drewsbury Hall. Kokofane buy. Percentage of teams' total league goals. So we share Chelsea for some players here, my boy. Ubo Jadon Sancho Mokanwa. Omu inaya around 178 million euros. For South forwards in Chelsea one. Omu goal contribution over 100 games. 34. Goals and assists. 34.
Sancho need the Oma Faboka.
And they will pay for 30 million euros at the end of the season. Omu po metua obi ansoma. What don't say koto bonsa medu anim. Obedi. What share percentage of team total league goals? Where your percentage just say the contribution the goal no. Yeah the percentage form. When the team no more Salah contributing 60.7%. The goal no contributed Emma Liverpool. Goals and assists 34. Alexander Isak 23. Liam Delap. So if you look at your be 50%, look at Cole Palmer. Other players wey na ba ko penanya strike communal strikers nkwa Cole Palmer contribute to 42.6%. Why are your forwards? Why are the strikers? What are they doing?
Okay.
What are they doing? And to the pressure ni na no akwa to a young Cole Palmer so. Cole Palmer 14 goals. Jackson Nicholas won 9 goals. No ni Madueke was 7. Enzo Fernandez now take kronya bi mo ono so ne get so ja no. Afi omukoko bom no. Pep Guardiola broke yan tini bi ache no. Ball no crowd ntumi mo. 3 goals. Christopher Nkunku so abeko. The situation no how are all managing no Abrante no so Marco Corella o 2. So Premier League no top scorers what Chelsea no chart ni if you are combining goals and assists Cole Palmer with 20 plus assists. Look at this. Where you 5 assists, 9 goals for Jackson. Say Jackson a prayer, he's not available again.
And coach Naka say I know so how.
And he's going to change the system, and you say it. Jadon Sancho near Cole Palmer. And where on the last game before Brighton game way, this was it. Team or the boy, you know. Now we show will be our contribution to the team. Where assist goals Cole Palmer 14 goals, 6 assists. And numbers saying that encouraging, especially Tima. Was spending so much our transfer market in him. Or say you don't have a proper number 9. Or not somehow can you know. So you probably need to use a different kind of 9, but you probably have to change the way you want to play. And then I could can was no. It's definitely a better sound. And Ross sign no your whole resource.
Welcome.
So how much Chelsea have spent on signing all these players?
Charlie.
Enzo Fernandez is 121 million euros. Mokalo Modric is 70 million euros.
Oh.
Joe Felix 63 million euros. Ode Nkunku 60 million euros. And players here Amibui Ntebe Nkwa found.
Must spend the power.
They spent so much.
And fire.
Fear and they be okay, Raheem Sterling 31, 56 million euros.
Charlie.
And this is how much Chelsea have spent so far. 681.5 million euros. And Chelsea are spending. And it's a club. Now we're spending this huge. No numbers win a pressure.
Okay.
About coaching. So you know, Maresca ball I say shut down fat. I saw almost starting Fitiasiano. Now man for can was people might talk about injuries. But Brighton on any boy no 9 players no more sick bed so.
It is.
Until you don't have there's no justification, but no but the shell omunim Kaliman hamstring, Fofana hamstring, knock, Romeo Lavia, Jackson hamstring, leg, Magui. When we a few players on Mepra, so far with Chelsea, remember Brighton, Manchester United crowd was 6 or 5 players. Arsenal then account.
No.
Well,
Papa will be taking over from this. But Mr. Body, truth be told, the way Nyoma Kono, Senzo Maresca answer Sanyoma by the end of the season, and Nyoma was a Terboli, maybe San Swafon Kumano.
My goodness. Well, but according to Maresca himself, or say Yan Kanchen is on Goji League.
Omo na mo
Cars or motor for yeah. Mano contract. Yes, in 2 years he should play the Champions League.
Okay.
It's the all he's overachieving.
In the Champions League.
I see he's overachieving. Okay. On top for no domino cars or motor for yeah. Not this season, on first team next season. On more Champions League. Yes, on go GB on more Champions League. Top 4 next year. Now third year now.
It's one with the sort of thinking influencing certain coaching decisions. Ebia na yeton wo Ghana ha yi.
And yeah.
Well, Mr. Faber joining Atana Senafe, Mr. Fredaka, I take you over the screen or the Yako to Krunimu. And see, I say we are crying more than the bereaved.
We are not. But you see, Obiaye Bibia, Nenai Bibi so. And you know, that is what Maresca can. He's not under any pressure. He a man of timelines, 2 years. But you see, we are ambitious coaches. I would like me Conte as him for a reason.
Okay.
Conte buy and now we say find that one. He made the mark. He made the mark. And there's something common with this crop of managers. Omoba, Ten Hag, Mo, Maresca, Mo. You know, when you go to a big club, regardless of what you've been told, you should remember, say, the club has over the years been winning consistently.
Okay.
And that is the mentality guided the fan base. The fan base plays a crucial role in the staying period of every coach.
All right.
The ones our fans never start turning on you, the pressure will get to management.
Wow, Mr. Fredaka, Oshe to Krunimu, and now the white in the bar, and I can say, ne gringo. And oh, yeah, fine.
Erico, Mechia, Mejoso. And there, yeah, share a decade to a view, Hannah. I decade to answer, bet me, scabby brain.
Okay, any entrance in time.
Yeah, Mrenity, Sikato Chrome, 12.78 odds. 12.78 odds. Yeah, first game, Osasuna versus Real Madrid. Yeah, picking Real Madrid. That is the away team win or draw. Away team win or draw because of a skirmishes be a course for Real Madrid camp on yeah, man win or draw. Yeah, me in fact, yes, you can go straight wins. I'm an yeah, next game so yeah, Atletico Madrid versus Celta Vigo. Yeah, picking over 1.5 goals. Yeah, next game so yeah, Leicester City versus Arsenal. Struggling Arsenal. Yeah, picking away team to win 2-up because Arsenal bred and also Leicester City bred points. We believe say Arsenal is going to take away the 3 points. Atlanta versus Cagliari. And also yeah, picking home team Atlanta 2 goals up. And now straight win. Aston Villa versus Ipswich Town. And also you pinky home team win or draw for Aston Villa. Because we are there Ipswich Town obey me go. Aston Villa be share. Intimo among cancel mo out my near face can coffee. Win or draw. Your next game you Marseille versus Saint-Etienne. And also you pinky home team 2 up for Marseille. Saint-Etienne or not that last but one our French like and so next game see Lazio Roma versus Napoli. Okay. Lazio Roma versus Napoli. Second clash derby. Yeah, ranked derby war Napoli games. Our first one Roma, next one so Lazio Roma. And we are picking 7.5 corner kicks. Corners by Napoli be pressure, Lazio be defending. More corners is going to come. Erico, my general tips were me dey by Man City.
Where 12 odds.
12 odds.
So general tip you there answer.
My general tip Man City game no. And there you betche Newcastle 1 goal.
Hey.
Na ya call Man City win.
Hey.
Sikano 8 cities.
Hey.
Newcastle 1 goal, na call Man City win. Man City.
What's all 2 games be watch though? Afeni there.
All right, 2 games, which is Milan versus Verona. And also a 7.5 corner kicks.
And Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace Everton over 1.5.
Yeah, general tip pronounce.
General tips. City Newcastle. You betche Newcastle 1 goal. Ni akọ City echi.
Wow.
Sika kese.
Yeah, che Newcastle 1 goal.
Ni akọ City echi.
Okay.
The same game. Omo mbeshe goals ama City enu nie. Foden ebeshe. Defender no. Oba akọ she. Left back no. Vadio. Obeshe goal. General tip fa.
Well, and let's see how this one goes. Well, the two say na who Newcastle go. They are win for Manchester City. Then Vadio to score, and of course Foden to score. in the Man City game.
Wow.
My goodness. Now, guys, my last words, I'm sorry.
Last day, no me di diagram and fa.
Wait, you don't diagram.
Net di me fen.
Because they are top
Me
platform.
fen diagram me last.
I'm saying never sorry. So, Mr. Alfred, thank you. Vipa Kokwasari and Mustafa Hajidin. That's a answer of Aboso Kai. And then a birthday. On a wife, Mrs. Joyce Sidwa. Edema Wamo Ebaba. My second daughter, Jessica Asantwa Anson. Happy birthday going out to you. Nake Clothing Worldwide. Nake Shatadi and then Nake. As usual, across social media, Nake Clothing Worldwide. Neko Hewe Niswadi. Now in Nake. Any Komona Bibia so intimi enko ye. Send pressure. Edam is one of the Mami Fanake number and Woman Sanya Quay. 0. Akoshe. Nake number yeah, you're quite 0247899976. 0247899976. Nake, no. Thank you guys. Next week, Yami Atom Bitumia. You better say Santoy and director. Yana Wakai and Nankasaka Kijwan and Werika City where you would and a 222 no. I watch it all. What's what Adom TV. Next week, you better say